How are you all doing? This is Divine Masculine reading. And let's see what this energy will bring for the Divine Masculine. When I was meditating, I heard returning home. I need to return home. Home where my heart is. So this love is so strong for the Divine Masculine, and he did not expect it. He did not expect it, that this love would go on and on and on and on. So let's see what's in the energy for this week for the Divine Masculine. Rest. Take time to rest. Take time. It could be that the Divine Masculine is awake a lot during the night or has longer days. But they say, take a rest. You know, it also could mean take a rest in communication. You know, that there is not enough communication going on at the moment. That there is a pause of ease, that there is a pause of, a rest period of the communication. I hear there will be communication again. And I hear that's the Divine Feminine has to do with that. Let's see. Yeah, what I feel in his heart space is this fire burning of new beginnings. He wants new beginnings with the Divine Feminine, and you know, it's also what I feel and what I see. He keeps he checks on her, you know. He keeps his eyes on her, how she's doing, how she's feeling, holding space for her, and in that moment also supporting her on the right manner. So he is thinking and looking at it as, is there a new beginning? Is there a new beginning possible? You know, when do we see each other again? When will we meet each other again? And there are some things in his mind like that. But he's also concentrating on his work and concentrating on his work, concentrating. I see so many projects at the moment that he gives his attention to. And he is also having that energy of, yeah, I have to keep connected with everyone and everybody that supported me. Now I have to give that support back to everyone that needs support now. So, but he can't wait for his Divine Feminine to return home. Yeah, communication. New communication is coming in, and also clear vision. You know, and that vision can also be in the realms, you know, that he is keeping an eye on her, that he sometimes what I feel, it's almost like he wants to communicate more. That's interesting, because he is viewing it from a higher view, and he wants to communicate more with her, but he doesn't know if it's appropriate to reach out or to tell her things that he really feels inside of him, but he doesn't know if it's appropriate and if it will be received at the moment. So that's really interesting. But I see from a higher view, you know, he's checking in on her. So it could also be that he has his eyes set on different projects that he wants to fulfill for the future, and that's why he communicates. So that's really interesting. Yeah. Strength. How he is doing. He is taking all his strength together not to reach out. Is it appropriate? Is it not appropriate to reach out to her? Is it because there is so much light and so much energy pouring through that he is saying, okay, I can sit here and I see how it's going. And I need to have all my strength for myself at the moment to be able to sustain what I need to sustain, what I need to go through. So it could be that the divine masculine is going through a wobbly time, but he also sees the strength in her, but also seeing the strength in himself and knowing, you know, when I'm giving my support, when I'm giving my love and my energy, you know, she will receive more strength from me. So there is so much more support in his energy than was before. Hi, here. I want to talk to you. I want to look in your eyes. I want to see those smiling eyes again of you. I hear I want to hold your hands. Yeah. There are many options for the divine masculine, many options that means in project, that means in love, that means there are so many energies he can choose from. And and there's also, he knows that he needs to choose wisely. I also hear, I have a feeling that almost time is running out. That time is running out. And I don't have a feeling that there is a time running out. I think that's just the third dimensional realm where you're sitting in. There is transformation going on, you know, there is knowledge going on. You know, you have the key, you know, to open and unlock all those secrets. What is available in this love. So there is so much love and so much creation around the divine masculine at the moment. He's going to transformation. I see more money coming in for the divine masculine. I see, you know, building it's almost like he's building a house for himself. And I don't mean a house, really a virtual house, but more more a house of feeling safe, you know, grounded, where I can return to, where I feel okay. And yeah, the divine feminine is a part of that. It's almost like I want to put my house, my heart, my house open for you to enter. It's open, but is hesitating even more for that, because he's not knowing how the divine feminine will respond to that. And there are so many more aspects to it. I hear loyalty and then I hear him say, I'm loyal to myself. You know, I'm loyal to myself. I do what I think is good for me, but also for the other person. So he is more in service, I hear. He's more in service. The King of Cups, the King of Cups. He is standing and entering more in his king energy. And it means that he handles his emotions. He works through the emotions. I also hear that he has trouble, yeah, he has trouble with I hear with the things he cannot see. You know, the things that he cannot see, it's hard for him to put a truth element to that. So he knows what's true, what's happening within himself. You know, emotions, how the emotions go, which direction he wants to go. It really needs to be touchable for him and realistic, I hear. Otherwise, he can't deal with it. He doesn't know what he's seeing, where it's coming from, what needs to be happening, and how he should react to that. And he knows, because sometimes it's also scary, the things that he sees and that he feels is coming to fruition. And that is a thing that he says, oh, that's really awkward and weird for me, because I was thinking about it and now it's happening. How is it possible that those two are so synchronistic with each other? And he thinks it's just the logic, but there is an element and an aspect that's much more than that. Yeah, the divine feminine on his mind. He wants to make a new start with the divine feminine. He sees her as this innocent, fiery child energy. It's a young energy, a young aspect of the energy. And he sees her being protected. He sees her being full of the things that she needs to do, and what she's doing with a lot of love, passion, and fire. And when that is entering his system, you know, he get this energy of, I hear heart fluttering, you know, this heart starts to flutter, you know, because of her energy, because of what she's doing. He never thought that he sees her changing so much. He sees her changing so much, time and time again. He sees her changing. And also he sees that she needs protection, that he has that feeling that he wants to protect her. He knows that she can do everything she wants, and that she is independent, and that she, independent, hyper independent, I hear, and that she can do everything on her own. And that she doesn't need anyone to protect her, but that's the reason why he wants to protect her. That's the reason that wants to protect her. And he's also seeing every time when she goes through a transformation, she is that phoenix, you know, that rising from the ashes, that's constantly is transforming and rising and rising. That's what the divine masculine sees from the divine feminine. And he says, I want to be a part of that. I want to protect her. I want to protect that. You know, every time when she's going through a transformation and she has a difficult time and she's vulnerable, he wants to protect her. It's not about controlling the system. It's about, I want to be there for you. I want to protect you. Because you don't show your vulnerability that often, because you are that strong, independent energy. You are that, you know, that gypsy energy. Oh, I don't know if I showed you the picture, the card. So that's how he sees her, as a free-spirited gypsy energy woman that is that can sustain everything. She works her way through everything. Yeah, beautiful. So what else? Where is his journey going to? Where is his journey going to? Okay. Oh, this way. Cutting the cords. There are so many cord cuttings being done. There are so many cords being cut for the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And but he doesn't want to let it go. He's still holding on, you know. He's still holding on this side, you know. Here he's holding on to the both of them, you know, while the cord's already cut, you know. There is the connection is interrupted. It could be that was interrupted a long time ago, because of an interruption of whatever. I had a feeling, if I feel into it, it was had to do with a journey. I hear it was a journey, and there was an interruption. And from that he grew and he cut the cords, but in his subconscious mind he's still holding on to that. So maybe you know, if you are not able to if the divine masculine is not able to move through, through that piece of letting go, maybe he has to do some cord cuttings and do some clearings on his space, do some clearing on the space of the other person and himself, and clear that energy between them, It could also mean, so don't give access, to that energy. So yeah, it's needed. It's really needed to let go. Because there's a lot of fire involved here. It's also because there's a road behind it. It's on the piece that the cords are cut. It's time to take a new road, to take a new chance, to take your own life in your own hands, and saying, okay, I'm going to walk a new path, because I see everything is bounded, everything is restricted, so I'm going to walk a new path. Okay. So yeah, I also hear it's an internal fight. It's an internal fight. How can I let go when I love so deeply? That means that you love somebody else more than yourself. Then you have to start learning to love yourself more than somebody else, because you give another person more priority than yourself. So then you have to tune in to that self-love, And he is building a future for himself, and that means saving his money, saving his fruits from his labor, I hear, for the winter time, to be able to harvest everything. And he harvested a good year, I hear. He harvested a good year. So now is he containing everything to be able to travel, to travel during the winter times, to do the things he wants to do. It's also connected with Leo. The other, this one was also connected with Leo. So it could be that there are two Leos in play here. And I hear his basket is full. So he is, and I hear a lot of energy. His basket is full. A lot of things to do, a lot of projects to think about. He has, I hear he has all his ducks in a row, and he knows exactly where he stands. He knows exactly where he stands with his divine feminine, because there is no doubt anymore in his mind. There's no doubt anymore. I also hear there's a lot of healing be done on the divine masculine. He got healing from his divine feminine, healing from people all around him. Okay, so what is blocking the divine masculine? What is his block? What is the block in his life at the moment? Oh, being in this warrior energy. Warrior could be thinking about money, could be, you know, yeah, I hear warrior. He's in the warrior energy because he has the earring here. It's also not only being a warrior, but also being a leader. You know, he wants to take the lead. He wants to protect the divine feminine. And it could be that there were fights over this. It could be that there were fights over this because the divine feminine thought that he was taking everything out of her hands, instead of seeing it as being protected over her, you know. Let him do the things that he needs to do as a masculine, instead of letting her do the work, because she is in her feminine energy. So he wants to do the hard work for her and let her go back in her feminine energy, in her feminine essence. And his warrior energy, and that's also again here, you know, in his earring, I don't know if you see it, is the letter M, and above him it's the crescent moon with the goddess within it. So he is the protector of the earth, of the goddess, of everything what comes around. It's also what concerns here. He is very slow in his movements, but also slow in no, I don't say slow. He doesn't want to over haste anything. So he is redrawing his energy, focus on himself, giving the divine feminine space. But if needed, he is there as a warrior for her, and he will help her and support her to do some things. He wants to do some, I hear, give me some things to do so I can support you and help you and protect you. And I also hear he's very connected to Mother Earth, to the forest, connected to the ocean, to all elements. I hear he's working with the elements. Beautiful. I hear, are you still thinking about me? So that could mean that he doesn't feel the divine feminine on that level anymore as he used to. And the answer to that is yes. Yes, she's thinking about you, but she has too much on her mind to give it too much of an attention. Yeah, focus on work, focus on money, focus on creating. Hmm. I feel it's in his alchemy, in the work that he does. He creates so much. He creates so much space, so much money. It's like it's this creative mind. The creative mind is switching everything on. And also transmutes a lot. So the hard work um, will give him his fruits, and building on his future. But then he needs to work on it. He is working hard. He's giving it energy. He's giving it focus. He gives yeah, I hear the seeds needs water. So if I need to give some water to my seeds so it can grow and multiply, I hear. And he's very grounded, I hear. Yeah, leaving. Divine feminine or divine masculine wants to leave. Divine masculine wants to could mean that he's traveling, but can also mean that he wants to leave something, you know, that hurted him so much. You know, that he says, okay, I need to let go. And that's so interesting with the other card, because on one side he wants to hold on to it. He wants to hold on to it, and on the other side it's like, okay, I want to move forward, want to move on, I want to leave. Yeah, so that's and I feel I have a double feeling with this, because I I have a feeling reversed psychology is used here. You know, if you say go, 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 the other party will say, no, I'm not going because you're saying so. So it's those two energies are in conflicting with each other. Um, so he wants to leave something and go away from something. And it could be emotions, or could be a communication that's too harsh. What's that? Yeah, there is so much light on the other side, I hear. There's so much light on the other side, and there is so much ease. I can be at ease. You know, there's no conflict. Where he wants to go, there's no conflict. Where he was stuck in, there was too much conflict. It has also to do with What do I hear? Do you want to say? Okay, there was too much conflict, but also too much games being played, and psychological games I hear. You know, it was a power play what was played out here, and it didn't have anything to do with his truth, but it had to do with somebody else's truth, and that energy was not there. I hear it started off like a lot of fire, but it ended up, what can I get from you? What can I get out of you? And that's why he was so stuck. Now it's like, okay, it's traveled, it's leveled out, I hear. It's leveled out. So it could be that that was the past that is still, because the other one is saying, let go, let go, let go, to hold on to that. It could be that it also had to do with the time that he had to travel, you know. Get restriction on travels, I hear. Get restrictions. Or get restrictions on the things that you want to do. And for somebody is Venice has a big meaning. Venice. That's where they have no streets. They only have waters there, and maybe you want to go to Venice, but Venice has a meaning. And I heard the masquerade ball. Okay, could be that somebody else had a mask on all the time, and that you're now finding out what that mask was. What was behind the mask? Interesting. Yeah, King. And he's still working through all these energies. He's working on his heart space. He's working on his passion. He is working to let that go behind him. I heard, but it was my twin flame. No, it was your karmic, I hear. It was a karmic relationship, because there was constantly tower moments, tower after tower. Yeah, and then the energies are from the dragons are coming up. It's dragon energy. He's deeply connected with the dragon lines, with the dragon fire. I have a feeling that he is that he burned the house down, and I mean the tower down, because it's also connected with the tower, and he got his scars, and now he is trying to reinvent himself totally again. So he's reinventing himself, who he is, what his capabilities are, what his fire is, to get his passion back, um, want to share that passion. Um, Also, yeah, the scars are still visible, and I hear it's not one thing. It's almost a gestalt, where traumas are stacked onto each other. But he has no time to work on those traumas. Heavy chains, I hear the word heavy change, heavy heavy things in his life that held him back from living his full potential. And he is starting to reinvent that. He's starting to reinvent his potential, knowing what he can do more, what his I hear, just need to get your fire going. It seems like the flame after the last relationship, the flame died. So he needs that, to reawaken that flame. Also here, he's very disciplined. And I hear he needs to meditate more on his heart space, that he feel that extension, that you feel that stretch in your body when you're meditating on your heart space. Your heart space is extending and extending. It's like, someone is opening it up, and you feel that stretch in your torso. So if you meditate some more on that, the torso will be stretched and stretched and stretched, and there will be more heart opening for you. So his king energy is where he's going. He's focusing on that energy. Because I hear my queen needs a king. She doesn't need a knight or a warrior. She needs a king. And on the other side, he sees it as a blockage. He sees that as a blockage. Holding the door open, but still fighting what's coming from the outside to keep it out, not be able to say, on one side, he says, I want to open the doors to reinvent my divine feminine in the house, but I can't do it because I'm stuck. I still need to get away and move out of this energy. So Divine Masculine, I still wish you all the best, all the luck, and I see you next time.